there's been kind of a dry spell of the 2022 trucks as of recently. So kind of wondering, does that mean we're going to get more of each one of these made, or are they just going to make less of them altogether? Because the Matt Benedetto truck is the only other 2022 truck, yes, in the year 2023 that is available. And not to rant or anything, but I just find it extremely asinine how there's like hundreds of paint schemes in the truck series every year. Hundreds of paint schemes. They're beautiful. You have all kinds of different drivers that come into sport and race and stuff, and we might get less than 6 of them made for the entire year. I don't know about you, but I think that it's absolutely ridiculous. They've got to make more truck series diecast. I mean, it is ridiculous. And you might be saying, well, they offer them and no one pre-orders them. Here's my theory that what they should do, and I've said this multiple times in other videos. You can stick around to hear it. You don't have to. I think they should make a limited release for every paint scheme. If they were to make maybe 100 164s of this, just 100 of them, you have a timed event or a midnight release online. You know, let's say on a random Thursday or something. 100 of these are going to be available at midnight. First come, first serve. Only 100 of them made. Think about this. Most 164s have to make the minimum requirement of 2,500 made. So you can only imagine if 100 of this truck was actually made in the 164 scale, it would essentially be scarce or more scarce than most promos ever made. There would be an extremely huge interest in the fans of wanting to get that 164, especially if they could offer it at the same price as the 164s are normally, around $10 or so. Here's what makes sense business-wise is because they would sell out immediately. So if they made 100 of them, it sells out immediately. Guess what? They sold everything they made. If they made 200 of them, they would sell out immediately. So my point is finding the exact amount where they could sell all of them within an hour. That way they make their money. The fans get happy because the few people who actually want that 164 truck can actually get it. And they could do this for any driver in the field. They could make Carson Hocevar trucks. They could make, I don't know, Chad Chastain trucks. They could do whatever they want. They can make it for some of the most obscure drivers, for the Xfinity, for the Cup Series, for the Truck Series, for the ARCA Series, whatever it is. Make a stupid low amount, have the midnight release. I've seen other, brands, I've even seen like toy brands. They do this, they'll have a midnight release. Not that these are toys, they're more collectibles. The Authentics line is more toyish. But my point is that if you have a stupid low amount made, the fans are going to say, if I'm going to get it, I have to buy now. They'll buy it immediately. They get their money. The fans are happy because they get the 164 scale. And here's another benefit to it. For the collectors who do buy it, if for some reason down the road you have to get rid of it, guess what? You have the return on investment because there's so little of them made, you could probably double or triple your money years from now. So that's the beauty of it. So every aspect of it is happy. The fans who want it, they get what they want. The business side, Lionel, gets what they want. And then the collectors, if they have to move it and get rid of it for something else for whatever reason, they have that ability because the diecast is so rare that other people are willing to pay big bucks for it. It helps everyone. I think personally they should do something like that, a midnight exclusive release. It doesn't have to be midnight. They can do it any other time, but just for example. And we could get so many more truck diecasts made, and people would buy it. I'm telling you, people would buy it. I know I would. If I wanted to get, I don't know, a random truck diecast from a random driver that did a one-off start, and they only made 100 of them, I would be waiting for that diecast to become available to order it. I'm just saying, because a lot of times when they make these 164s, they don't want to make too many of them, and then they sit there for years, and then they pretty much just have to clearance bin them. Best way to do it, make a stupid low amount, and make it happen. I know there's a logistics to that. You have to have the manufacturing process, the shipping process. There's a way to do it. I truly do think there's a way to do it. They just have to change their system. They have to find a way, maybe ship all these, like let's say they had 100 different special releases they're going to do for the year. Ship them all together at once, late in the year, and then release them then. Then they would be able to cut costs with shipping wise. I don't know. I'm brainstorming here. My point is, there was a time and place where every single 164 just about got made back in the 2000s. You would be hard-pressed to find a Busch Series driver that did not get a 164 made in that entire season, whether it was a promo, whether it was a Racing Champions, Hot Wheels, whatever the biff it was. We need to see that type of variety again. I think for the lower series, and I think the best way to do it in today's market, with you can't just make 50,000 of them, expect 50,000 people to buy it. No, it's not realistic. Make a stupid low amount, midnight release, first come, first serve. You get it or you don't. That's the best way to do it, I think. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. Have a great one, everybody.